All right. Good afternoon. We are those who care for knowledge and understanding. We are very pleased to be here with you today. We hope you are well. How is everyone on this beautiful day? Good, as it should be. We are still acclimating to this conduit, our dear friend. We are here today to share with you some information that each human soul knows before you come into life, and then you forget by the time often when you are 6 years old or 9. So we wish to remind you, and the words we say may have some memories that resurface from when you were babies or infant beings. This is all right. You may have other memories pop in your minds. If these memories make you feel bad, send yourself love. We request that you ask us questions when you wish, but keep your questions short so that we may spend more time answering before we go weary and could go back to our realm. Our conduit told you how Earth was created. What our conduit left out is that there are many energy lines flowing through your planet, and many of you in your physical and evolved shape have cells that are originally from other beings in other dimensions, spaces, time, and energies. So, if you feel like you are more Lemurian than human, or you feel like you have much angel or beings from shapeless voids, this is indeed true. You may have many of these in your DNA. Yes, that you may have your soul has been with these beings when you were not in human life, but in other incarnations, in other times and spaces. But your genetics in this body may also have connections to these places and beings. This is how it is meant to be. What we wish to remind you is humans are not the only life on this planet. There are lives of many evolved forms, and you think because you have thumbs and you can build houses, you are the most evolved, but this is not true. There are many beings on your planet much more evolved and divinely connected than you. There are beings of soul families that have come to Earth to help guide this planet. And you, not you here, but you in general, in your ignorance, are destroying them. And that is harming your ability to evolve. Do not fear, do not fret. This is not your responsibility. And when you feel sorrow for this, you are only harming yourselves and harming those that you feel sorrowful for. What we wish you to feel is great love and joy. Connect with their beings energetically and send them love and joy. If a group of animals or a space of land that is being disrupted receives great love and joy, then it is amazing how things change for them in a very nice way. Suddenly, contractors lose interest. Suddenly, laws are changed differently. Suddenly, people move away from there. It is really amazing how love and joy for a specific race of beings can make a difference for their lives. So we encourage you to do this. If you wish to help chimpanzees, send love to chimpanzees. Ask your friends to send love, pure love, without sorrow or anger, pure love to chimpanzees. And you find suddenly chimpanzees are doing better on the planet, and so on and so forth. If your heart is big enough and you are pure enough in your being, you may send love to all on your planet. If they do not wish love, they repel it, such as many of those who are causing problems. But some of them, you will be surprised, will absorb love. And if they receive enough, they may say, I no longer wish to build big buildings. I wish to save the planet with my millions and billions of dollars. Yes. And if you do not feel, you may send love that powerfully. Connect with those who send healing love. Join their mandalas of energy. We suggest the Tibetan monks. Send your love to Tibetan monks and ask them to make good use of it. Believe us, they will. Pick any being on the planet, even your own. Elephants, dolphins, polar bears, giraffes, monkeys, gorillas, chimpanzees, apes, any kind of wild cat, foxes, wolves, coyotes, eagles, any kind of bird, all the fishes in the polluted waters. This is happening at human ignorance, but human knowledge can unhappen it. We tell you, do some research. You see a place where they put coffee grounds all over the polluted land, left it alone for some years, came back, and the land had become natural and healthy again. What is that? Coffee grounds, orange peels and coffee grounds. Tons and tons and tons. Return the land to itself. These things can happen when we work with love and put technology towards positive directions. You will see much change in the next decade. 10 years from now, your planet will not be as it is, but on a new path. We will get to this in a moment. So, why, if humans are so destructive, Are there so many of you? Why do you even exist when your planet would have done well enough without you? This is true. But think of it this way. Human evolution achieved much that has helped all of the other dimensions and places. You have allowed angels to come in. There are many angels who live in human bodies. You do not know it because they pretend they are people, but they are angels doing much good. Why would an angel live as a human, you ask? Because angels are in evolution, just as humans are. For an angel to spend time in a life allows that angel to grow in many ways and evolve. And then that angel can bring those lessons back to the angelic collective, and everyone benefits. If there were not humans living on earth, these angels would not be learning the lessons that they are learning with such rapid growth. There are many beings at this point. A little over half of the people on earth are human. The other half are beings from other galaxies, dimensions, light beings, energetic beings, angelic beings, pure beings, collectives, even representatives from the animal collectives so that they can help rebalance the planet, or to see life from the perspective of the human so that they can release their karma. So you think humans are the only ones in human body, but no, no, just half. So why is it useful to learn this? If half the people you know are not human, that means half the people you know have stories to share, secrets that are interesting. Why are they here? What are they doing? Do they know they're not human or do they think they are? It's very exciting. This is research for you to take on. Meet your friends and say, I wonder if this is from the Dolphin Collective or human. Hmm, is this person Lemurian, Palladian, Atlantean, human? Some are part human and part from another group. This is very common because if you come from another group, it's nice to have some human souls share the body with you. I think you are now thinking about people you know and wondering, are they human? Or are they something weird? Yes. You have many weird friends and not all of them know what they are. Yeah. Ooh, you have beautiful light. Yes, you are a bringer of the light, and you are here to help many find their light within them. You spend much time with people who could easily become dark or rigid, and you show them the beauty of their light, and you have helped many who were in pain or distress find the beauty in themselves. We bow to you, sir. You bring honor to your existence. So, why is Earth the way it is with the DNA and chemicals and minerals of everyone from everywhere, like not everyone individual, everyone by group, everyone by collective, species, race, energy? Why is all this imprinted into Earth and living in humanity? Well, because humanity is a conduit planet. You are not the only one. There are many. And as you move up and raise your vibration, you will be able to see where you connect to others and how useful this is for the growth of all beings and existence. We want to share with you a visual aid. Think you are playing a game of chess. You have squares going one way, squares going another way, and pieces, and each piece may move just so depending on the piece and has just so power and authority. This is how Earth is in the now. You are on a linear plane going in just certain directions. But imagine instead this is a three-dimensional chessboard with 2 layers below and 2 layers above the playing field. And your pieces can move in other directions. Things become more interesting. When you raise the vibration of your planet, you will move from one platform of chess to 5 platforms of chess. And as you connect energetically to all the other planets, some of which are already evolved and vibrationally glowing, and some of which are still like green apples working their way to ripe, as you start connecting, your 5 layers of chessboard spread out wider, and the pieces are able to travel outside of their programmed direction. As you raise the vibration of your planet, which we will explain in a moment, you will find you can hop from this planet you're on to another planet by traveling these lines of energy created by your vibrational resonance. It is a similar process to teleportation or laser beam travel. Take your pick. Imagine planets like Earth all through your universe and other dimensions, other universes, other ways of being, and you can go from one to another without any problem. You can communicate to all dimensions without problem. As things are now, many people use our realm, the Akashic Library, for this purpose. But that was not ever the intended purpose for our library. It's okay, we're fine with it. But always it was intended that you and all beings connect, no matter if you're one dimensional, 2, 3, 5, 8, 29, 1000, no matter what dimension, you connect directly with each other. This is why every dimension, every being imprinted themselves in your planet when all the space debris and rubble was being pulled together. So you can connect with all the other planets and places that are in the same boat with imprints. Before we move further, do you have any questions? Okay. We think we gave you much information to ponder. The question now is, how do you raise your planet's vibration? We have discussed this before. The only way to raise the vibration is through love. Yes, that's it. Love. Joy, joyous love, and love. Those who are causing problems are those who are missing love in their hearts and souls. They wish to drag you down to be missing love so that you are weak. That makes them feel strong. They are like bullies. If they are missing love and they drag you down so that you are feeling angry, hurt, frightened, then they can dominate you without having to raise their vibration. This is what they are trying to do. Of course, you must stop them. But when you stop them, if you stop them while being filled with fear and anger, you are actually helping them. When you stop them because you are filled with the divine light of love and pure being, then they back away. If you have 100 low vibration bullies coming at you and you are one being, think how much vibration and love you must have to stop them. So, of course, it is better if you have brothers and sisters holding your hands so that you are a crowd of 100 against their 100 and you blast them with love. Not anger, but love. If you blast them with anger, then they will win and you will be 200 people with anger. But if you blast them with love, some of them will remember their love, others will run away, but you will maintain your love and send your love to the planet. Where does their low vibrational anger, hatred, greed come from? Fear and hurt. Fear and hurt. They are ignorant of the power of love. So they are given the power of hate or fear or arrogance, thinking, ooh, this is powerful because it's more powerful than being a coward afraid. It makes them feel like they are triumphant generals of war when actually they are just being cowards and afraid. But they feel empowered until they see true power of the light of love and divine joy. Then that burns through them. And either they wither or they run away. If they run away, they may come back with 1,000 angry, greedy people. But remember, they always work from fear. You work from love. They work from ignorance. You work from truth. If 1,000 come at you and you are 100 holding strong, you can tap into each other and have the power of 1,000,000 when you fill with love. This is the only way to raise the vibration of your planet, to fill it with love. Do you understand? Good. This is your purpose. This is how your planet will evolve. Again, stand up to the bullies, but stand up with love in your heart. Look at the beautiful Joan of Arc. She stood up to the bullies. They stopped her physical form, but then she became a saint, and she is forevermore the vision of courage and truth. Do not be afraid. What is there to fear? Each of you has lived more difficult lives than the one you have now. Each of you has been through many difficulties and challenges in this life, and you are still here. There's nothing for you to fear. When this life ends, you return to yourself and then later become a new life. But each life you choose will be a life to help the planet raise its vibration. So, therefore, if you know every time you come back will be to help raise a vibration, start now. Get a jump on things. When your planet is connected with other planets and you are going forward, bringing vibrant energy, you will find that those who wish to learn about the human condition can do so without taking human form. This will be available to non-humans who wish to be on Earth, and this will be available for you humans if that's what you want for a particular life. As the planet's vibration is increased, humanity will have greater awareness and greater sight, so that it will not be necessary to be 3D solid for everyone to see you. Think how nice this will be if you say, I need to come to life to learn this particular detail or this tiny tidbit of understanding. You don't need to go through the entire life. You just pop down in your soul, have an energetic life, enjoy your time with your friends, and when it's time to go, you go. And those who love you will say, I'm sad to see you go, but they understand death is just the removal of the physical form, not the relationship or the being. This is how life can be when the vibration of your planet has occurred.
Our planet has had many names, we call it names now, say Earth, Gaia, Terra. Please explain the difference between these names, and also I've heard a name called Tiamat.
You have so many languages on your planet. There are many words. The word you choose for how you connect with your planet is how you are connecting in your heart and your mind. People who say Earth often think of this planet as a physical space. People who say Gaia often think of this planet as a living, magical space. Do you understand? Yes. So it is not that the words are different, it's the words that find their way to your connection, your vibration. You may switch the word around, and when you say, oh, I just called it Earth, I wonder why. You say, oh, because at the moment I am doing some research on magnetism. And then later you say, oh, I just said Gaia. Why? Ah, because I'm sitting in my garden smelling my flowers and listening to the birds and feeling the clouds. So it is just how you are connecting. But this is an excellent question. When you hear people's words and their word choices, you understand what their connection is in the moment.
Did the Earth have an original?
Yes,
Did you share it?
yes. The Song of the Collective. When Earth was first created, there was much dust and debris. Let us backtrack. There was much planning for Earth. First, we had to blow in a sun to get it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it could explode to create a catalyst of life all through your galaxy. And this catalyst created much collation of planets. We were there blowing and guiding and directing each planet. For Earth, we gave songs, we gave our breath, we gave our love to create this special place. This planet is our song of your galaxy. And by we do mean representatives from everywhere, including our library. This is why when you meditate with crystals, soil, and plants, you may find yourself visiting other dimensions, other places, because the different crystals are connected with the different beings who helped create your planet. And the plants grow from the soil, so they have the memories of these places in their DNA. It is important for you to remember, words are created by you. So the words and names that you call for are the words and names that are just your verbal representation of an energetic imprint or connection. As your vibration increases, the words and names change as you are able to receive greater. Take, for example, a little boy who may be called Tommy. When he is older, he may be called Tom. He goes to university, gets a career, he prefers Thomas. He does well, becomes an attorney, he becomes Thomas Esquire. He receives much acclaim and becomes maybe Senator, loses the Thomas, Senator Jones, whatever his last name. The words, the names were made up by humans, so you could label things. But as your understanding of things increases and your vibration increases, the words and names change. When you connect with your guardian angel and you say, "What is your name?" the name you receive is the name you can connect with. Some years later, your same angel will give you a different name because you have raised your vibration and connect on a different frequency. Do you understand? So we backtrack. For humans in the coming years, as we have said before, you will be on one of two paths, but they both go to the same place. From our perspective, both are equally fine. From your perspective, one more than the other. We expected laughter at that. Thank you. If you raise the planet's vibration with love, then there will be much more grace and ease on your planet, much less death. If you do not raise the vibration, do not feel bad. It is not your fault. If you are filling with love, it is not your fault. If you do not raise the vibration, then there will be much death. But then with less humans, things will be easier on the planet and the vibration will go up. It will be one or the other. As we have said before, this is the third time that we have tried to create a high vibrational species, humanish, on your planet. The last two times they demolished the planet. This time we go ahead no matter what. The only question is how many humans will be on your planet. If you go along the route where there's more war and death and disease, there will be less people on the planet. But again, when the vibration gets up, and we say this will happen within this decade, when the vibration gets up, many of you will wish to come back as non-physical beings anyway. And your friends who are not human will come in mostly as non-physical beings because there will not be that many human bodies. So evolution will continue, it will occur. Both paths get us there.
You said that, well, there's supposed to be 7 billion people on Earth, and you said half were humans. How many of those half do you expect to raise enough to remain as a planet develops?
If you raise the vibration of your planet, then many can stay in human form, or because it will be the option, not human form, because your frequency will be high enough that humans can see non-physical without problem. So either way, the human population will decrease somewhat, but you have enough resources on your planet, no matter what happens. There's no lack of resources. It's just you are not using them wisely. Not you in this room, you in general of humanity. You say, oh dear, but there's so much war now. There has always been war among humans. That is in your nature. We thought, though, that you would have grown out of it by now. Such is life. No plan goes as predicted. We thought that the loving elements of humanity would have risen up by now and taken over. We are still hopeful that this is going to happen now and soon. Certainly, we will all know in the near future. Uh, Here is what we tell you. When you meet people who care about the planet, but they are feeling bad, give them love and tell them our message. Although if you tell them that this came from channeled messages of the librarians from dimensions between realities, they may think you're a little cuckoo. You may say this is just what you feel in your heart. We will not be offended. Or you may tell them about us, your choice. Tell them to send love to those that they feel will receive their love. If they say, I will not send love to this group, that group, the other group, say, then don't worry about that. Who can you send love to? And they will say, I can send love here. Then say, send love there. It may be a group you do not love. Don't worry. You don't send love there, they do. Someone says, I feel comfortable sending love to terrorists. Good. Terrorists need love. Because then, when you have love, you lose fear. When you lose fear, you lose the desire to be a bully. If you say, I cannot send love to terrorists, who can you send love to? I can send love to the dolphins. Send love to dolphins. Say, I can send love to women, to children, to orphans, to a mountain I love. Send love where you will, it helps. I send love to my family. Wonderful. Wherever you send love, you are helping. And when you are feeling love in your being, you are raising your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you raise the vibration of those around you. When all of you are raising your vibration, you have huge effect on your community. It grows and grows and grows. But even if you are alone feeling love, you are sending love to your planet, up and down and all around.
Isn't it best to love unconditionally ourselves and others? And by that, I mean having no needs or wants or no direction, just universal.
This is the goal, but we are each in a human experience, no? And human experience has conditions. So you send love where you can, you find your ability to love grows and grows and grows. You receive love when it's love that grows the flame within you. When you receive love by those who only love you at this way or that way, stop and think. Do I want to receive love under these conditions, or do I just send love to that person, or do I disattach? Certainly, if you say to someone, I love you, but only in this situation, you can send them love in this situation and avoid them in other situations. If you have a family member who has political beliefs different from yours, whenever they open their mouth and discuss politics, it brings you pain. But you still wish to love this person, you may say, I disconnect on politics and I love where I can love. You may find when you do not engage on politics, they will react how they will, but over time, they may prefer talking with you about the things that they do love. You may never agree on these politics, but you find where you agree and you love. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It is not your job to love all and everyone unconditionally. It is your job to love and to find the avenues where you can love. Where you cannot love, you may look to yourself and say, is this an area where I can heal myself? Why do I feel non-love in this area? Don't worry about them. It is look in you and say, do I carry pain from a past situation? Do I have an automatic reaction? Or I consider this evil and I will not go to the area of evil. We can speak very clearly when one human is trying to force their beliefs on another human, when one human is trying to kill another human. That is not love. If you do not feel love for those, direct your love where you feel it. We do not ask that each of you be evolved above where you are. Those who are able to love the entire planet completely, everyone, everything, without any conditions, are those who have been through many evolved lives after another. We mean Buddha, Jesus, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., these sort of people have been through many lives to prepare them for the life they were at, where they could love all unconditionally. Each of them did much preparation before they came to life. They brought many soul shards with them to life. They have much help and support from beyond there so they can do this magnificent feat. If you do not feel that it is your path to be this, then love where you can and value yourself for the love you can give.
You said soul shards.
Yes,
So how do we bring all these soul shards together?
you do not bring soul shards together. You are the combination of soul that agreed to be in your body. You may be 100% from your higher self, or you may have splinters, shards, or partial being from those who are either here to help you with your journey or wish to learn from you in your journey. So many people are not 100% one soul. You may be a splinter of this friend who says, "Oh, you're going for this challenge? I'm very good at this challenge. I'll give you a splinter of me to help you." You may have someone else who says, "Oh, the challenges in your life are challenges I'm going to have in my next life. Can I send a little of me along so that when I go to the challenge, I have this experience to help me?" You may have an angel friend who says, "May I join you a little bit?" You don't know who is in you, but know that you are who you are, and this is a beautiful being who is here to learn for your own growth and development and to help with your planet's growth and development. If you are a being who has come to be a creator of great healing on a very high level, you maybe have many people who give you splinters of their souls to help you with this. Otherwise, whew, it's too much. Everyone, every rocket that goes up needs the little booster rockets to help. But just think, when Jesus, who has shared this information, came to life, he gave a calling for soul shards, got many, many billions soul shards, billions and billions, not just humans, beings from many dimensions, so that he had all this energy. And when he needed help, many were helping him. And this is not the only planet. There are many planets and dimensions where this happens. Suppose you, in one life, go to spend a life in another dimension. Then you come back to yourself and you say, "That was amazing, but there are many subtle details I did not understand because I brought my human brain into that dimension, into that life. It was a little clunky." So you contact one of your friends in that dimension and say, "Can I send a splinter of my soul into you so that I can experience life from your more evolved understanding?" You may at this moment have a splinter of your life in some being in another dimension as they are going through their eternity of beauty and love, and you are learning the subtleties of their understanding. When you have learned, your shard returns to your higher self without question. These are parts of soul contracts on a very divine level. So, we stepped sideways on our conversation, but this is good information. Yes.
Um, Many people are talking about healing divine feminine. Can you talk about this topic a little bit and how well it's going?
Yes. Childbirth is never easy, is it? And right now, your planet is giving birth to much feminine energy. Of course, when we are not in human or earth, male, female bodies, male and female has different meaning. Male, divine masculine, is about protecting and caregiving. Divine feminine is about creating and nurturing. So you have your yin and yang together. Many of our souls may be divine feminine for a while and then divine masculine for a while. There's no stigma of are you a drag queen soul? Are you a bisexual soul? We are all and everything. But maybe you spend 1,000 years uh, representing as divine feminine because this is the part of your energy creating, nurturing you are working on. And even when you send male lives to live, they understand their lessons in the long run are about nurture and creation. And then you say, I wish to spend time in my divine masculine. And the lives that go through are about protection. It does not mean each life will be a protector. It means that it's the overall arc of the lesson. You might be a protector. You might need be one who needs protection. Or you may, but it is the overall lesson in your energy stream of knowledge. Does that make sense? On your planet, you have unbalanced with the rise of the divine masculine. And these men, by energy, we mean not by body, the male energy has become corrupt because as you're protecting, if nothing needs protecting, you must make things that need protecting so you can protect. It is a vicious cycle. The divine feminine becomes just a tool to create those that need protecting, thus more war. Create more babies so that we can make them be protected by protecting them. As divine feminine is rising up, it will push back a bit and then rebalance. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It is not about man woman. It has never been man woman. We believe this is one of the great tripping stones of your planet that you separate man woman when we are all one. It's just energetic expression. Divine feminine rises up. This is a good thing. You are seeing among younger people, male and female are seeing each other more equal, which is allowing all the expressions of individuality on every part of the spectrum, from extreme male, extreme female, everything in between. And those of the younger generation, now the crystals, indigos, the star seeds, don't care. They don't care skin color, they don't care race, they don't care gender, they don't care because they see the equality and they allow themselves to express however they wish to express in the moment. They are living the future of the planet in the here and now. Yes.
Can I ask you that? When you were talking about the shards,
Yes.
it makes me think of walk-ins and how it's different in
Very
smaller.
different.
If I'm a walk-in
There are, in general, two forms of walk ins: welcome and unwelcome. Soul shards are separate because soul shards are done by soul contract and they are always returned to the originator, to the soul that they came from when their job is done. This is why, if you do a past life regression, some lives you see or experience the full of it, and other lives are like just a teeny bit because maybe your shard was there just for a teeny purpose. Or it may seem in like sepia, or like you only have certain elements of a life open to you and nothing more, because that's what your shard was experiencing. And then it returns to you. A walk in comes from one of two reasons, either by soul contract, which is very common. This is one reason you are seeing more and more people who are near death and then come back. No, they died, their contract was done, a walk in came in. Usually, that walk in is from another race or species or collective that wishes to experience life as a human, but they don't need to start at childbirth on up. These walk ins remember who they are, they know who they are, they can leave the body, return to their collective, their group, and then return in. These walk ins are by soul contract. So when you talk to people who had near death experience, ask them about their experience. You can ask, do you remember your past lives? So sometimes they'll say, oh, I've never been alive before. You go, ooh, so where are you from? And they will tell you. But they never really volunteer their information unless it's for a purpose, unless they are here to let humanity know about other beings out there. They usually keep quiet and they will not answer unless you ask, because then they know you are someone they can share with. The other walk in is when someone takes over the body. This is most common at birth because when the baby is born, their soul is in and out of the body. If they are in a hospital, when their soul's out, someone who died and doesn't know what to do might pop in. Sometimes they'll share the body, the two souls in the body. Like, it can be amicable or it can be psychotic. Sometimes the original soul will go, there's no place for me here. It's too much trouble. They'll go off, and the soul of the walk in will live that life. Their parents will never know. Sometimes the baby will say, get out of here. It's my body. Boom, kick the other soul away. This is the most common walk in. You do not need to worry when you meditate. If you astral project when you come back, will there be someone in your body? That's very rare. And your line of energy is in your body. So you can go in and kick them out. Don't let them frighten you. They may frighten you. They may say, I'm big and ferocious. I'm in your body now. When you kick them out, what you'll see is some tiny scared little creature. Then you say to that scared little creature, where is your family? Let me help you find your family, and allow the walk in to return to their energetic family and heal. They just want a home. They're not bad. Now, demonic walk in, the reptilians, that doesn't happen just overnight. That is a slow immersion of corruption. And you know, many of the leaders of your planet have been so corrupted. They start out with noble intentions, or they just buy their political office, or who knows what. But this is something that you have seen many times, and it is sad. But even the most foul creature was once a being of love. This is why it is good to learn cord cutting, because cord cutting releases non love and amplifies love. When you are radiating love from your being and you do cord cutting to a demon, that demon will return to a being of love. This is why we say love is the most powerful weapon.
So we should all send love to politicians.
If you can in your heart. If you cannot, if you find, I'm sending you love even though I think you're gross and I hate you, then do not. Give that to elsewhere. Send love to where you can feel love. There was something else, something else. Raised in planet vibration, Earth connecting with other dimensions. Ah, as Earth's planet vibration increases and you're able to connect with other dimensions and frequencies and beings, this planet will be very special because you will be a 3D linear time planet that can connect outside at all times without problems. Think how extraordinary. That is when paradise comes on earth. That's when heaven is on earth. Do you understand? In the long ago time, by your calculation, when the Christians first started and the first convents and monasteries were created, these were created by followers of Jesus, many of them Jews, but some were pagans, many Vikings. They would create these holy places, often on the grounds of previous holy places. They believed, even though they were called Christian, follower of Christ, not Catholic. And later that was interchangeable. The word Catholic only came so that there could be power and corruption and receiving much money and gold and jewels with that name over that of Christhood. When this first began in the old days, it was believed in reincarnation. It was believed that you would incarnate multiple times till your soul was pure and you would arise to heaven. But while you were in life, you were bringing heaven to earth so that when you rose to heaven, it was the same as earth. So the goal was to create heaven on earth, a heavenly daily life environment with all animals, plants, nature, and being. This is very similar to shamanic, druidic, many of the ancient beliefs and ways before civilization corrupted them. It was very similar. Why is this similar? Because these were from the words that truly came through the mouth of Jesus, and the mouth of Jesus was channeling the word of God that people were receiving in their hearts to fill their mind. So the early days of Christianity was truly about living your planet as though, treating your planet as though this was paradise. And then, when you have purified yourself enough through multiple lives, your paradise is the same as your earth. When the vibration of your planet increases, we will have that paradise on earth. Do you understand? It will be very nice. Levitation will be easy. Teleportation, no problem. Plenty of food for everyone. It will be very fun. You will enjoy.
I have a question that goes back to the song of the collective and the formation of Earth.
Yes.
Is there any connection between that and black holes? And if there is, can you explain that, please?
Ah, black holes are fun. When we talk about everything is in balance, whatever you have on one side, you have on the other side. We do not mean if you have good, you must have bad. This is silly. You make your words and then you give them meaning. It's silly. If you have love, then the balance of giving is receiving, not the balance of love is hate. This is all silly. Many beings of higher dimension do not feel the emotions that you have on this planet, which is one reason why we love to come through. In the balance where you have energy coming in, you have energy going out. Black holes help to cleanse, inhale, exhale. They help to cleanse debris from the energy to create new life.
So,
One moment. So you have energy expanding and you have energy contracting. And just as you do not wish to get too close to a star, or you do not wish to get too close to a black hole, or you will. There is the balance and counterbalance. The day will come when things are smoothed out. If you think about your plate tectonics on your planet, and then you look at the map of your physical universe, it's not too different. You can use the energy of your thoughts to connect with any place and travel to it. If you think a black hole is a gateway to other dimensions, then in your meditation, do so. If you think that the clouds are a gateway to the heavens, then in your meditation, do so. All of the energy in your universe is connected to energies in other dimensions, including suns, including black holes, including every planet. There is connections to energies. This is because your universe, which you think of as so ancient, is very young, very new. It did not come first. It came later. There was much in existence before your physical Big Bang. So by the time all of the elements and minerals in all of your reality happened, they happened from our other dimensions. So you are connected with us. But you have more to your question?
is there a black hole in the center of the Earth that creates the energy of the Earth?
No, the center of your Earth is fire and molten lava and melted minerals, and that creates the energy. You have a sun inside your planet. Think how powerful is your planet to create life surrounding a sun. This is impressive. And you are welcome. It took much work on our side.
Thank you.
So what is the relationship to that sun that's in the center of the earth and the sun that the earth revolves around?
They are magnetically aware of each other. But think you have the two suns, one that warms your planet inside and one that warms your planet outside. Not every planet has this.
Are they different beings or the same being?
The beings who live in your sun are different from the beings who live in your planet. But Gaia is the mother of all physical planets, and she lives in each. If you wish to travel to your sun in meditation, or have your soul astral project or your mind consciousness project, you may do so straight up to the sun or deep into earth to the core of your earth and then hop to the core of your sun and then burrow your way out like a solar flare. Both of these are fun. Better done energetic than physical. We feel ourselves fading. We thank you for your time with us. And it is time now for us to go.
Thank you.
Blessings be. Aho. Namaste. We thank you. We love you. You are our blessed children. Goodbye.
Welcome back.
Well, that was over an hour. Oh my God.
What do you do to prepare